Over the next 6 months, the trucking and logistics industry faces shifting diesel prices, evolving pollution and emissions rules, plus powerful networking events that can shape your business success. Stay informed, stay profitable, and connect with the leaders who move America. Owner-operators, pay close attention to fuel surcharges, as some companies do not always calculate them correctly. You must review your settlements with these companies every week. If they are still paying a fuel surcharge rate of 19%, while other companies are already paying 42%, you should consider switching to a different company to provide your work. Right now, diesel prices remain under pressure. Recent geopolitical tensions pushed national averages toward $4 and higher per gallon in some regions, with spikes reported above $5 in parts of the country. The analysts from the Energy Information Administration forecast an overall softening trend through the rest of 2026 into 2027, with on-highway diesel possibly averaging around $3.50 to $4.12 depending on global supply and demand. Fuel is still roughly 21% of operating costs for many carriers. So smart hedging, fuel surcharges, and efficiency upgrades remain essential for protecting margins. In the regulatory front, diesel particulate filters, DEF systems, and broader pollution controls continue to evolve. The Environmental Protection Agency under the current administration has rolled back certain greenhouse gas mandates and the foundational endangerment finding for heavy-duty vehicles, removing federal electric vehicle push for Class 8 trucks, and giving diesel fleets more breathing room. However, the 2027 NOx emissions standards remain on track, though the EPA is actively collecting data from manufacturers on DEF system failures to reduce sudden derates and power losses. New guidance already eases limp mode penalties, warning lights first, then mild derates, with trucks allowed to run thousands of miles before stricter limits kick in. This brings real relief to drivers tired of being stranded by faulty emissions tech, while diesel particulate filter maintenance and compliance stay mandatory to control soot and air pollution. California and other states keep their own stricter rules, so fleets operating nationwide must track both federal and local requirements closely. Now for the must-attend events where you can network, learn solutions, and close deals. In Chicagoland, the highlight arrives September 28th through the 30th at the Westin Chicago River North, the Journal of Commerce Inland Distribution Conference. This premier gathering focuses on inland logistics, trucking, intermodal, and supply chain strategies that power the movement of goods across America. They expect deep discussions on tariffs, cargo security, technology, rail truck partnerships, and practical ways to handle rising costs and regulations. Nationwide and globally, watch for key opportunities, including the Decision 44 Chicago in early April for supply chain visibility and technology, Reuters Supply Chain USA in June in Chicago, and the massive IANA Intermodal Expo in September in Long Beach, California, where railroads, motor carriers, ports, and shippers tackle AI, mergers, and efficiency head-on. Other strong networking events include various trucking association meetings and technology forums throughout the period. Friends in the trucking community, these next 6 months are make or break. Manage volatile diesel prices with smart operations, adapt to cleaner yet more practical emissions rules around DPF and DEF, and show up at the Inland Distribution Conference and other top events to build partnerships that keep your rigs rolling profitably. Chicagoland sits at the heart of American logistics. Use that advantage. Register today for the Inland Distribution Conference, review your fuel contracts, check your emissions compliance, and prepare your questions for industry leaders. Which challenge worries you most? Diesel costs, new rules, or finding strong partners? Write it in the comments, share this broadcast with your fellow drivers and fleet managers, and stay locked on Total TV for live coverage, expert interviews, and real-time updates from the road and the boardroom. This is Eva from Total TV. Safe miles, smart decisions, and see you at the next big networking event.
Dzień dobry, drodzy widzowie. Tu Anna z Total Television, relacjonująca na żywo z dzisiejszych uroczystych obchodów Parady Dnia Konstytucji Polskiej w Chicago. Moi drodzy i ukochani przyjaciele, jakie to niezapomniane doświadczenie było być świadkiem 135. corocznej Parady Dnia Konstytucji 3 maja, upamiętniającej historyczną konstytucję z 3 maja 1791, pierwszą demokratyczną konstytucję w Europie. Zobaczmy, jak wyglądał przemarsz Polaków ulicami Chicago.
Good job! Roman. O, Misiek Wojtek! Wojtek!
Teraz, kochani, witamy jeszcze raz serdecznie. 50 lat minęło, jak jeden dzień właśnie dzisiaj. Polsko-Słoweńska Unia Kredytowa. Witamy wszystkich serdecznie. Ręce w górę. Pokażcie się, jesteście z nami. Dziękujemy.
Ulice centrum Chicago ożyły dumą, tradycją i duchem wspólnoty, gdy tysiące osób zebrały się wzdłuż Columbus Drive, aby świętować polskie dziedzictwo, kulturę i trwałe więzi między Polską a Stanami Zjednoczonymi. Uchwyciłyśmy inspirujące momenty, w tym spotkania networkingowe z liderami Polskiej Izby Gospodarczej Amerykańskiej, gdzie profesjonaliści w eleganckich strojach pozowali dumnie przed oficjalnym tłem, prezentując jedność i współpracę biznesową w Polonii. Od oddanych uczestników w świątecznych ustawieniach po dumnych uczestników dzielących się uśmiechami i historiami, dzisiejsze wydarzenia podkreśliły siłę i witalność polskiej społeczności amerykańskiej. Specjalne podziękowania dla wszystkich organizatorów, maszerujących i wspierających, którzy uczynili tę wielką paradę ogromnym sukcesem. Moi drodzy i ukochani przyjaciele, kontynuujmy pielęgnowanie i promowanie naszych bogatych polskich tradycji dla przyszłych pokoleń. Pozostańcie w kontakcie z Total Television po więcej relacji z lokalnych perełek kulturowych.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Des Plaines, Illinois, a Chicago suburb that most people fly over without knowing it, literally. O'Hare International Airport? Yeah, half of it is actually in Des Plaines. But there is so much more here than runways. Quick facts. We're 17 miles northwest of downtown Chicago. Population about 60,000, and we're the official City of Destiny. That's not hype. It's on the water tower. First stop for history lovers. This is the birthplace of McDonald's. In 1955, Ray Kroc opened his very first franchise right here on Lee Street. The original restaurant is gone, but there's an awesome McDonald's museum across the street with the original red and white tiles, vintage Happy Meal toys, and even the original Speedy Chef sign. Free to visit. Yes, I ate fries for research. Speaking of icons, Des Plaines is where the very first KinderCare opened. The very first Culver's got its Butterburgers, and we have the beautiful 1925 Des Plaines Theater, a restored gem that now hosts concerts, comedy, and classic movies. Outdoor people, we've got you covered too. Lake Apica in Lake Park is stunning, kayaking, fishing, walking trails, and summer concerts at the Lakeshore Bandshell. Plus, we have the 40-mile Des Plaines River Trail that runs right through town, perfect for biking or just chilling with nature 20 minutes from the loop. Food scene? Unreal for a suburb. We've got old-school Italian at Giacomo's, incredible Mexican at La Mazatlica, and the famous Sugar Bowl for homemade desserts since 1921. Commute? Metro train to downtown Chicago in 35 minutes. I-294 and I-90 seconds away. And yes, you can watch planes take off while you sip coffee at Rivers Casino, the only casino in the country with runway views. So if you thought Des Plaines was just an airport exit, think again. It's affordable, friendly, historic, delicious, and honestly one of the most underrated spots in Chicagoland. Drop a like if you learned something new, comment if you've ever been here, and let me know what suburb I should explore next. See you in the next one. Bye from Des Plaines.
Down, but the fire is rising. We gather like warriors in the heat of the night. Sand or court, it's the same horizon. Chasing dreams in the glow of floodlights. Every fall, every bruise, every dive tells a story we're fighting alive. For the spike, for the dig, for the fight, we give it all. Tonight is alive. Raise your hands, hearts above the net. We bleed for this game, no regrets. Shadows fly, we're breaking the set. Volleyball souls, we're not done yet. Hearts above the net. Hearts above the net. Sweat drips like thunder on the floor. We scream in silence, craving more. We're brothers, sisters in this war. One last serve, and we soar. So emotional. Even when we fall behind, we rise again with one mind. No fear, no fate, we won't defy. Together we reach for the sky. Raise your hands, hearts above the net. Every scar is a vow we've kept. In the fire, our dreams are set. Volleyball passion, never forget. Hearts above the net. Hearts above the net.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Adriana, and I'm excited to share something with you that could put real money back into your pocket. Something simple, yet often overlooked. Imagine this. You open a drawer on your dresser, that little jewelry box that's been sitting there for years, or maybe a forgotten box in the closet. What do you find? Old rings, chains, bracelets, earrings, perhaps gifts from long ago, family heirlooms, or pieces you once loved but haven't worn in ages. They might look outdated, a bit worn, unattractive now, or just not your style anymore. But guess what? Many of them are made of real gold. Valuable gold that's just waiting to be rediscovered. Searching your home, especially through the jewelry on your dresser or in those hidden spots, is like hunting for hidden cash. If you come across any old gold items, unattractive pieces, things that have gone unused for years, or simply unwanted gold, don't let them sit and collect dust any longer. Bring them straight to Cash for Golden Coins right here in Des Plaines. They're experts at this. They evaluate everything professionally and fairly, paying you the true market value for your gold in the form of a check or cash, whichever you prefer. No tricks, no lowball offers, just honest, quick transactions. Now think about what that money could mean for you and your family. Sometimes it's the perfect amount for a wonderful vacation with the kids, a trip to the lake, a fun amusement.
Hello, I'm Mika. Today I have an important announcement. We are buying gold coins, gold eagles, maples, and Krugerrands. If you own gold coins and would like to sell them or exchange them for silver, please call us at this number. We look forward to your call every day.
I am Sal from Cash for Gold and Coins in Des Plaines. Today I would like to introduce an application that will give you more information about our products, as well as Total TV and Total Radio.
Turning dreams to dollar chains. Silver.
The menu in the first tab contains options for television, contact information, and the ability to share with others.
For a future plan.
The second tab shows the price of silver and gold in real time. You can find our advertisements in the next tab. The next tab contains a collection of our products with prices.
Every piece.
In the calendar, you can mark your visit to the store, and in the chat section, you can write any comment or information that might be useful to others. The vertical menu, accessed via the 3 lines, contains the company directory and important links to help you find solutions. A contact form is available, as well as a radio section where we will conduct interviews with interesting people.
This plays in the house! Chicago!
Ain't no shame in the game we run.
All right, execute train, beat the train now before the window closes. All right, execute train, beat the train now before the window closes. Pump it down. Let's crash this market. Swing it. Pump it. Volatility is our weapon. Oil, silver, drive the prices up. Now crash it down. Crash the system. Hold on.
In these wild times, when the market prices of oil, gold, and silver are swinging to the absolute extreme, stop for a second and ask yourself this important question. Do you have the funds ready, right now, to wisely pick up real money at bargain prices? I'm talking about true, timeless money, gold and silver. Hi, I'm Adriana from Total TV. Today, we will talk about economics. Right now, everything feels chaotic. Oil spikes one day, crashes the next. Gold and silver surge to dizzying heights, then drop hard in violent corrections. Headlines scream panic. Social media explodes with fear. People are losing sleep, selling in despair, wondering if it's all over. But here's the truth you need to hear today. Volatility is not the end, it's the opportunity. When markets go absolutely crazy like this, smart money doesn't run away. Smart money gets ready. It waits for the fear to peak, for the dips to deepen, and then it acts calmly, prudently, buying assets that have stood the test of centuries. Gold and silver aren't just shiny metals. They are real money. They are insurance against chaos. They are what survives when paper promises fade. If you already hold some gold and silver, listen closely. Do not lose heart. Do not panic sell at the bottom. History shows us time after time that precious metals go through sharp corrections. But then they roar back stronger. Always. Think about it. Every major crash, every bubble burst, every geopolitical storm, gold and silver have come out ahead in the long run. The dips feel endless in the moment, but they pass. The good times return. They always do. It just takes patience. It just takes time. So breathe. Relax your shoulders. Turn off the endless scroll for a minute. If you've positioned yourself with physical gold and silver, you're not gambling, you're protecting. You're building real wealth that governments can't print away, that inflation can't erode, that crises can't destroy. Better days are coming. Markets always settle. Fear always fades. And when calm returns, those who stayed steady, those who bought low during the storm, will look back and say, that was the moment. This isn't hype. This is history repeating. So stay calm. Stay patient. And if you haven't started yet, consider this your wake-up call. The window to acquire true money at these relative lows won't stay open forever. Gold and silver. Real money. For uncertain times like these, you've got this. Better times are coming soon.
Feet on the trail, dirt whispers slow. Trees hum secrets the winds all know. The sky bends down to kiss my head. I breathe it in, let go of dread. Step by step the world unwinds. Sunday's rhythm clears my mind. Hiking thoughts in mountain air, meditation everywhere. Rivers murmur a sacred tune. Rocks hold stories carved by moons. Each leaf a page in nature's book. Pause and read, take time to look. Silence speaks louder than sound.
Hello world, this is Sal from Cash for Gold and Coins in Des Plaines, hitting you with the real deal on gold and silver, the true money that never lies. Let us get into the most important real data right now. Gold is trading around $5,100 per ounce today. After those recent artificial reductions, sharp drops of hundreds of dollars in days, what many call classic manipulation by big banks, paper futures, and profit-taking to shake out weak hands after hitting records above $5,600. Silver sits around $80 to $85 per ounce. It crashed hard from over $120 in late January, down over 30% in a brutal correction, likely from speculative unwinds, thin liquidity, and those same paper market pressures. These artificial dips? Textbook stuff? Futures contracts overpowering physical supply. But the fundamentals scream higher. Future predictions? Super bullish across the board. Gold has targets pushing toward $5,000 by the end of 2026, according to major banks like JP Morgan, with some seeing $6,000 longer term, driven by endless central bank buying, investor diversification, weaker dollar, and geopolitical uncertainty. Silver? Analysts forecast averages around $81 in 2026, but bull cases point to $100 or more, fueled by massive ongoing supply deficits for the 6th straight year and exploding industrial demand. Why invest in silver and gold right now? Because these are the only real forms of payment. Paper money and fiat erode with inflation, debt, and resets. But physical gold and silver have held real value for thousands of years through every crisis, war, and system crash. They are tangible money you can hold, not promises from governments or banks. And the production needs for silver in electronics and electricity? Insane and growing fast. Over half of global silver demand comes from industry, critical in solar panels, electric vehicles, AI data centers, semiconductors, 5G networks, smart grids, high-end electronics, and renewable energy tech. Even with some thrifting in solar, the push for clean energy, AI expansion, and electrification keeps demand at record levels, creating structural shortages that support higher prices long-term. This is not hype. It is real-world tech and a power needs driving the future. So stack physical metal wisely. Gold and silver are your hedge, your wealth protector, and your upside play. Do not wait for the next artificial dip to vanish. You can read more at www.solveigroup.com/cash for gold coins. Full details on cash for gold, coins, and riding these trends safely. What do you think about these corrections turning into the next leg up? Gold to 6,000? Silver to 100? Drop it in the comments. Let us build that energy. From Chicago, stay smart, stay stacked. Peace.
Hello, I'm Mika. Today I have an important announcement. We are buying gold coins, gold eagles, maples, and Krugerrands. If you own gold coins and would like to sell them or exchange them for silver, please call us at this number. We look forward to your call every day.
Dzień dobry, drodzy widzowie. Tu Anna z Total Television, relacjonująca na żywo z dzisiejszych uroczystych obchodów Parady Dnia Konstytucji Polskiej w Chicago. Moi drodzy i ukochani przyjaciele, jakie to niezapomniane doświadczenie było być świadkiem 135. corocznej Parady Dnia Konstytucji 3 maja, upamiętniającej historyczną konstytucję z 3 maja 1791, pierwszą demokratyczną konstytucję w Europie. Zobaczmy, jak wyglądał przemarsz Polaków ulicami Chicago.
Good job. Roman. O, Misiek Wojtek. Wojtek.
Teraz, kochani, witamy jeszcze raz serdecznie. 50 lat minęło, jak jeden dzień właśnie dzisiaj. Polsko-Słoweńska Unia Kredytowa. Witamy wszystkich serdecznie. Ręce w górę. Pokażcie się, jesteście z nami. Dziękujemy.
To celebrate our major constitution.
Ulice centrum Chicago ożyły dumą, tradycją i duchem wspólnoty, gdy tysiące osób zebrały się wzdłuż Columbus Drive, aby świętować polskie dziedzictwo, kulturę i trwałe więzi między Polską a Stanami Zjednoczonymi. Uchwyciłyśmy inspirujące momenty, w tym spotkania networkingowe z liderami Polskiej Izby Gospodarczej Amerykańskiej, gdzie profesjonaliści w eleganckich strojach pozowali dumnie przed oficjalnym tłem, prezentując jedność i współpracę biznesową w Polonii. Od oddanych uczestników w świątecznych ustawieniach po dumnych uczestników dzielących się uśmiechami i historiami, dzisiejsze wydarzenia podkreśliły siłę i witalność polskiej społeczności amerykańskiej. Specjalne podziękowania dla wszystkich organizatorów, maszerujących i wspierających, którzy uczynili tę wielką paradę ogromnym sukcesem. Moi drodzy i ukochani przyjaciele, kontynuujmy pielęgnowanie i promowanie naszych bogatych polskich tradycji dla przyszłych pokoleń. Pozostańcie w kontakcie z Total Television po więcej relacji z lokalnych perełek kulturowych.
Hej, słuchajcie. Prowadzisz firmę produkcyjną albo usługową i ciągle słyszysz: nie mamy nowych klientów? Znam to uczucie aż za dobrze. Budżet się kurczy, telefony milczą, a konkurencja rośnie. Ale jest dobra wiadomość. Jeśli potrzebujesz realnych, nowych kontraktów, nie pustych obietnic i lajków, to właśnie do Ciebie mówię. Nazywam się Sławek i razem z Total Wellness Marketing Agency pomagamy firmom dokładnie takim jak Twoja zdobywać klientów przez telewizję i reklamę głosową. Tam, gdzie Twoi odbiorcy naprawdę są. Zero ściemy, zero wydawania pieniędzy w błoto. My przynosimy telefony, zapytania i podpisane umowy. Chcesz w końcu usłyszeć dźwięk dzwoniącego telefonu z nowym zleceniem? Zadzwoń teraz. 8477638281. Powiedz tylko: chcę więcej klientów, a my zajmiemy się resztą. Total Wellness Marketing Agency, bo Twoja firma zasługuje na pełną salę klientów, a nie pustą kieszeń. Dzwoń 8477638281. Do usłyszenia i do zobaczenia z nowymi kontraktami.
Ladies and gentlemen, imagine walking through a bustling suburb, oblivious to the cosmic scar hidden beneath your feet. That's the story of the Des Plaines crater in Illinois, a massive impact site, about 5 miles wide, formed by a meteor strike less than 280 million years ago. Buried hundreds of feet underground and filled in by glacial activity, it shows no surface trace today. Quietly underpinning the city of Des Plaines, where over 60,000 people live. It's a subtle reminder of Earth's violent past, detected only through geophysical surveys and drilling. Impact craters. US United States meteorite impact craters. Des Plaines crater, Illinois. Now contrast that delicacy with Arizona's meteor crater, a stark, awe-inspiring bowl punched into the desert just 50,000 years ago. This 75-mile wide, 560-foot deep marvel near Flagstaff is one of the best preserved impact sites on Earth. Its rim rising dramatically against the flat plains, a testament to raw power that blasted out 175 million tons of rock in seconds. While Des Plaines whispers of hidden history, Meteor Crater shouts it from the landscape, drawing visitors to gaze into the abyss. USGS. Gov aerial view of Meteor Crater, color, Coconino County, Arizona, U.S. Geological Survey. This delicate contrast highlights nature's artistry. One crater concealed by time and ice, the other etched boldly for all to see. Both remind us that our planet is a canvas of celestial drama, urging us to look beyond the surface. Thank you.
Hi, and welcome to the channel. My name is Sławek, and this is Alpha Nikita. And today we're going to be doing some breathing exercises and some little bit of meditation. A lot of people have a hard time sitting and quieting down their brain and all the thoughts that they have coming through. So all we're going to do is do nothing more than focus on our breath. So we're going to do some breathing exercises with our diaphragm, which is breathing through your stomach. So as we inhale, we're going to be inhaling through our nostrils, nice and deep. Our belly's going to expand. And then what we're going to do is take a 1 beat of the heartbeat pause, and then we're going to exhale it out by squeezing our belly, our diaphragm, towards the spine. So it's going to be 5 seconds to 6 seconds in, and then 5 to 6 seconds out. Keep in mind there's going to be a little pause in between the breaths, and as you breathe in, keep your eyes closed. Imagine a little ping pong ball or smoke that's coming in, that's refreshing, that is white, going into every single cell in your body. And then you take a little break, about 1 beat of the heart, and then you're going to expel it through the mouth for 5 to 6 seconds. So GoPro, stop recording.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Adriana, and I'm excited to share something with you that could put real money back into your pocket. Something simple, yet often overlooked. Imagine this. You open a drawer on your dresser, that little jewelry box that's been sitting there for years, or maybe a forgotten box in the closet. What do you find? Old rings, chains, bracelets, earrings, perhaps gifts from long ago, family heirlooms, or pieces you once loved but haven't worn in ages. They might look outdated, a bit worn, unattractive now, or just not your style anymore. But guess what? Many of them are made of real gold. Valuable gold that's just waiting to be rediscovered. Searching your home, especially through the jewelry on your dresser or in those hidden spots, is like hunting for hidden cash. If you come across any old gold items, unattractive pieces, things that have gone unused for years, or simply unwanted gold, don't let them sit and collect dust any longer. Bring them straight to Cash for Golden Coins right here in Des Plaines. They're experts at this. They evaluate everything professionally and fairly, paying you the true market value for your gold in the form of a check or cash, whichever you prefer. No tricks, no lowball offers, just honest, quick transactions. Now think about what that money could mean for you and your family. Sometimes it's the perfect amount for a wonderful vacation with the kids, a trip to the lake, a fun amusement park day, or even a short getaway somewhere special. Other times it covers those nagging bills that have been weighing on your mind, bringing real relief and peace to the whole household. Or maybe it's something just for you, a nice dinner out, a new outfit, or a thoughtful gift for someone you love. Why keep holding on to items you no longer use or enjoy? Turn them into something that actually improves your life today. The process is straightforward, secure, and completely confidential. You walk in, they assess your pieces with care, and you walk out with cash or a check in hand. So I encourage you, take a few minutes this week. Search your home, check that dresser, dig through those old treasures, and then head over to Cash for Golden Coins in Des Plaines. It could be one of the smartest, most rewarding decisions you make all month. Thank you so much for listening.
Everyone, I'm Eva from Total TV. We've consulted with our attorney about these details, so today our first video is finally out there for everyone to see. This is the first in a series where I want to tell you what the trucking scene in Chicago really looks like. The whole city of Chicago is a major business hub, with over 17,000 companies in manufacturing, processing, warehousing, distribution, and logistics across the Chicagoland area, including more than 6,000 trucking companies. For container transport specifically, there are about 435 drayage companies handling the intermodal needs. It's home to manufacturers, suppliers, receivers, and rail yards. This city has been thriving on processing and manufacturing industries for decades, if not longer. As a result, the trucking industry here is booming, supported by contracts with all those manufacturers. Bridging the gap between manufacturers and clients are brokerage firms, transport companies, and something that's rarely talked about, dispatch services. Every office worker in a respectable company is on a contract. Today, I want to dive deeper into this so you can understand how dispatch services work when the dispatcher also owns 3 trucks in the same company, and how this setup really benefits the dispatcher, though not necessarily you as an owner-operator. If you see that a company has a dispatcher, let's call him Metek or Matthew for this talk, who owns trucks right there in the same firm, you can forget about making really big money. It's understandable if a dispatcher owns trucks and has his own drivers in other companies, but not in the one where he's handing out the loads. That completely ruins the company's image and fairness. In most cases, your earnings will hover somewhere between $90,000 and $130,000 a year. That's gross. Then subtract fuel, at least $20,000 a year, mechanics around $10,000 a year, mistakes, which are always blamed on you, about $6,000 a year, plus parking and tickets. Here's what you can definitely expect in a company like this. A, the transport company has to show a certain fleet size, number of trucks and drivers, to keep its contracts. If a company has 100 trucks, it won't get a contract that requires 150. On the flip side, if it loses trucks, it risks losing those contracts. So how important is it for them to keep a high headcount even when there's usually or always not enough work for everyone? Extremely important for them. But for you, it means you'll be sitting at home while Metek's trucks are out there making money all week on the highest paying runs. B, you'll run into a lot of loads that pay very little. The company charges the client a high rate, but only passes on 48 to 55% of that revenue to the owner-operator, claiming that's just the market rate. The bookkeeper, let's call her Bazia, will tell you she simply doesn't see any more money coming in for that load. It's all a lie, a virtual scam designed to take as much money as possible from that run. C, on the load board, and listen closely, you'll find loads that pay more or less, but the dispatcher combines the routes, not you. Before the owner-operator even sees it, the load board is hidden from you. D, a dispatcher who owns his own trucks in the company and therefore has full control over the load board will only give you a good load if there's something left over after he's already taken the best ones for himself. His own trucks can generate annual earnings up to $350,000, while you might only make $90,000 to $190,000. Ask Bazia, the bookkeeper, if that's not true. She can't reveal that info, but you can always ask. E, and most importantly, if something good comes up, for example, a Chicago-Kenosha-Chicago run, paying $800 for 4 hours of work, that's the most lucrative route in the Chicago area, working out to $200 per hour. The dispatcher might grab that run for his own truck and hand you the absolute worst junk he can find on the load board, smiling happily while he screws you over without mercy. If you've ever experienced something like this, please text us at 2247253-874.
Did you know that in Des Plaines you can exchange old, unused gold jewelry for money?
everybody, this is Anna from Total TV, bringing you the most important real estate market update for the next 6 months straight from Chicagoland, the United States, and beyond. The housing market is showing signs of steady recovery. More homes are selling, supply is slowly getting better, and mortgage rates should keep coming down a bit. This is your window to make smart moves, whether you're buying, selling, investing, or financing. Here in the Chicago area, experts are calling for closed home sales to go up about 5.1% compared to last year. Median prices are expected to rise almost 5%, pushing the metro median toward the mid to high $380,000 range by the end of the year. Nationally, it's pretty similar. Modest price growth of 1 to 2% in a lot of forecasts, with ongoing challenges because there's still not enough homes for sale. But lower rates should bring more buyers back into the game. Rents in Chicago's multifamily buildings are still strong, with another 3% increase expected this year. Prime office and industrial sectors are holding up well thanks to limited new construction. Right now, 30-year fixed mortgage rates are sitting in the mid-6% range, lately around 6.4 to 6.5%. Most experts, including forecasts from Fannie Mae, the Mortgage Bankers Association, and the National Association of Realtors, see rates easing in the coming months, maybe dropping toward 5.7 to 6.1% by the end of this period. That gradual drop gives you some smart options. Lock in today if you want certainty, check out adjustable rate mortgages for more flexibility, or work with lenders on creative programs that help with down payments or offer incentives in up-and-coming neighborhoods. Good credit is still king. Keep your scores high with the main credit bureaus to get the best rates and terms, so pull your reports now and fix any issues early. The smartest players are already planning to network at the biggest events. On the 14th of April, don't miss the Chicago Construction and Development Summit. It's all about architecture, design, and the development trends shaping our skyline. The very next day, the 15th of April, the Midwest and Chicago Multifamily Forum happens at the Radisson Blue Aqua Hotel. Hundreds of owners, investors, and developers will be there making deals and sharing real market insights on apartments and multifamily housing. In June, the 10th Annual Real Estate Midwest Forum at the University Club of Chicago delivers high-level talks on debt strategies, industrial sector growth, and solid investment opportunities. Later, mark the 24th and 25th of August for the National Association of Realtors Leadership Summit right here in Chicago. And from the 11th to the 14th of October, catch the Big Mortgage Bankers Association Annual Convention and Expo, a top-tier gathering for real estate finance pros with unbeatable networking, expert panels on lending trends, and direct access to lenders and innovators. Friends, these next 6 months are full of real opportunities if you move with good information and strong connections. Take advantage of easier lending conditions and those falling mortgage rates, stay on top of your credit requirements for the best deals, and show up at these powerful networking events to build relationships that turn into actual transactions. Chicagoland is still a tough, resilient market driven by strong jobs, diversified growth, and plenty of neighborhood-level chances. Register today for the upcoming summits, talk to your lender or a real estate pro about current rates and custom solutions, and get your strategy ready right now. Are you planning to buy, sell, or invest in the coming months? Which event gets you most excited? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, share this with friends and coworkers who need to hear it, and stay with Total TV for live reports, expert interviews, and the latest moves in the market. This is Anna from Total TV. Thanks for watching and good luck out there in the real estate game. See you at the next big event.
Winter tires are made from a special soft rubber compound that stays flexible below 7 degrees Celsius, while all-season tires harden and lose grip in cold temperatures. The deep tread blocks and thousands of tiny sipes on winter tires bite into snow and ice much better than shallower, less aggressive pattern of all-season tires. Winter tires dramatically shorten stopping distances on snow and ice. Tests regularly show 30 to 50% shorter braking distances compared to all-season tires in winter conditions. Winter tires provide much better traction when accelerating on snow or slush, reducing the chance of getting stuck or spinning wheels. Even on cold, dry pavement, winter tires outperform hardened all-season tires because the rubber compound remains grippy The risk of hydroplaning on slush is lower with winter tires thanks to wider grooves designed to evacuate snow and water more efficiently. In most countries with real winter, tires marked with the 3 PMSF symbol, the mountain/snowflake, are the only tires that legally fulfill winter equipment requirements. In many European countries, Canada, etc., switching to winter tires significantly reduces the chance of accidents in winter conditions, insurance, statistics, and road safety. Studies consistently show lower accident rates for cars with proper winter tires. Your family's and your own safety is worth more than the cost and inconvenience of changing tires twice a year. Winter tires can literally save lives. When temperatures drop and roads get slippery. After a collision, your car insurance premiums almost double. Besides, a car after a collision or other serious impact will never be the same again.
Hello everyone. Today folks, we're going to look at the earnings of an owner-operator running local routes within a 150-mile radius of their base, an area where logbooks and other burdensome regulations aren't required. The topic of our conversation today will be this: how much one could earn as of early July 2024 driving one zone truck for a carrier based in Alsip IL. This week brought in $84 an hour gross. Not bad at all for a 4-day work week, especially since Thursday was a day off because there wasn't enough work. If you have any questions or require additional information, please write to the email address sal.jassdriver@gmail.com. I will be happy to answer your questions. Getting back to the topic of earnings, this week was very good. 4 days of work brought in $3,500. That's something to celebrate. The entire week, after deducting the costs of fuel, repairs, parking, and licensing, yielded $1,156, leaving us with $2,400 subject to taxation. Now, let's talk about the additional skills without which you shouldn't even attempt to enter the field of urban trucking. Let's start with the streets. Today, we will cover just a few of them. The city has low bridges, under 13.6 feet, narrow alleys, and places where a truck simply cannot enter. You need nerves of steel. Your first few years will teach you that. Tools are essential, as is the skill to use them. Because in trucking, repairing cannot last forever. At most, a few minutes. A truck consists of approximately 30,000 parts. An owner-operator should have knowledge of about 1,000 of them, specifically how to diagnose a malfunction and repair it quickly. Safety issues also play a significant role. Errors in pre-trip and post-trip inspections generate costs that are particularly burdensome for an owner-operator's finances. That's all for today. Tomorrow, we'll cover the 4th week of April. Everyone, please check out the website at www.salwegroup.com.trucking. If you need the password, just send me an email. Thank you, everyone. You are amazing. Please leave a like and subscribe. This information will help you make a life-changing decision. Warm regards. Hi, I'm SAL. Today, I'm appearing as a car mechanic. Shortly, your mechanic is going to hand you a bill for $3,000. A simple checklist for drivers will help you take care of your car for a tiny fraction of what you would pay a mechanic. The list contains just 6 points. The list is available below. Just 6 points: exterior and body, under the hood, fluids and filters, suspension, interior and cabin, and test drive. Just 6 quick points. Checking these 6 points on your car could save you from spending a large sum of money at the mechanic. Check your car 4 times a year. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Sal, and on Total TV, I'll be talking about cars.
Hello, I'm Mika. Today I have an important announcement. We are buying gold coins, gold eagles, maples, and Krugerrands. If you own gold coins and would like to sell them or exchange them for silver, please call us at this number. We look forward to your call every day.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Cash for Gold and Coins in Des Plaines, the podcast where we ride the tides of smart money moves. I'm your host, Albert Broszkiewicz, and today we're diving into one of my favorite topics, precious metals. Gold and silver aren't just for pirates' treasure chests anymore, they're powerhouse investments. Joining me is Sal Walasek. Sal, thanks for being here.
Albert, it's my pleasure. I've been geeking out over gold and silver lately, especially with how volatile the stock market can be. Let's talk about why investing in these shiny assets is a game changer. And spotlight a spot that's making it super easy. Cash for Gold and Coins in Des Plaines, Illinois.
Absolutely. So, Sal, let's start with the basics. Why should someone consider investing in gold and silver right now? The economy's been a roller coaster. Inflation, interest rates flipping, global uncertainties. How do these metals fit in?
Great question, Albert. Gold and silver are like the ultimate safety nets for your portfolio. First off, they are hedges against inflation. When paper money loses value because prices are skyrocketing, think groceries, gas, housing, gold and silver tend to hold or even increase in worth. Historically, gold has outperformed during tough times. Remember the 2008 financial crisis. Gold prices shot up over 25% while stocks tanked. Silver's even more exciting because it's not just an investment. It's used in industries like electronics, solar panels, and EVs, so demand is booming.
Spot on. And diversification is key, right? You don't want all your eggs in one basket like stocks or crypto, which can crash overnight. Precious metals add that tangible stability. You can literally hold your wealth in your hands. Plus, with interest rates maybe peaking, bonds aren't as appealing, but gold doesn't pay dividends. It preserves value.
Exactly. And let's not forget the potential for big gains. Gold hit all-time highs recently, over $3,500 per ounce, and silver's been climbing to around $40 an ounce. Analysts predict silver could double in the next few years due to green energy demands. It's not just about protection, it's about growth.
Love that optimism. Now, for folks new to this, buying physical gold or silver can feel intimidating. Where do you start? That's where places like Cash for Gold and Coins come in. They're in Des Plaines, super accessible for anyone in the Chicago area or beyond. Sal, you've checked them out. What's the vibe?
Oh, Albert, they are fantastic. Located at 680 Lee Street in Des Plaines, it's this welcoming spot that's all about making precious metals investing straightforward and trustworthy. The team is knowledgeable, no pushy sales, just expert advice. Whether you're buying gold bars, silver coins, or even selling old jewelry to reinvest, they handle it seamlessly. Our phone's 847-376-8281, and their website at Solway Group. Come Cash for Gold Coins as all the deets.
Nice. Trust is huge in this space. With so many online scams or shady dealers, having a local, reputable place like Cash for Gold and Coins is gold, pun intended. They buy and sell at fair market prices based on real-time spot values, so you know you're getting a good deal. No hidden fees, and they're transparent about appraisals.
Totally. If you're a beginner, we explain everything. American Eagles, Canadian Maples, or even bullion bars. For seasoned investors, they offer bulk options or help with storage. And Des Plaines is convenient, near here, easy parking. You can walk in with some old silver coins from Grandma, and we gave you top dollar, which I flipped into more silver. Instant portfolio boost.
That's inspiring. Let's talk strategy. How does someone incorporate gold and silver into their investments via Cash for Gold and Coins? Say, allocating 5–10% of your portfolio?
Smart allocation, Albert. Start small. Buy a few ounces of silver. It's more affordable than gold. Great entry point. At Cash for Gold and Coins, you can pick up silver rounds or bars without breaking the bank. For gold, fractional coins are perfect for building up. They also advise on timing. Buy during dips, hold long term. With economic headwinds like recessions or geopolitical tensions, now's prime time. Our experts share market insights, like how silver's industrial use could explode with AI and renewables. Yes.
And the tax side. Physical metals can be IRA eligible, right? Cash for Gold and Coins can guide on setting up a precious metals IRA for tax advantages.
They partner with custodians for that. It's a way to diversify retirement savings beyond stocks. Plus, unlike digital assets, you avoid hacks. It's physical security.
Awesome. Any tips for first-timers heading to Cash for Gold Coins?
Bring ID for transactions over certain amounts, standard stuff, and chat with us. We're friendly and patient. I left feeling empowered, not overwhelmed.
Empowering is the word. Investing in gold and silver with a place like Cash for Gold and Coins in Des Plaines isn't just smart. It's exciting. It gives you control in uncertain times.
Couldn't agree more. If you're in Des Plaines or nearby, stop by. Turn that spare change old jeweler.
Thanks, Jordan, for the golden insights. Listeners, head to Cash for Gold and Coins, 680 Lee Cent, Des Plaines, IL. Call 847-376-8281 or visit their site. Until next time, keep riding those wealth waves.
I've had these for years, but it's time. I understand.
Let me take a look. How does 500 sound? You're welcome. Here's your check. Thank you.
In Dinos whisper a park awaits, sensory worlds for heaven's sake. Monkey groves where adventures start, fun park captures every heart. Wonderland whispers soft and true. Yoga kids in sky so blue. Birthdays in gigas, standard grace. A transit joy in this embrace. Oh, Dinouf melody pure and bright. Fun park shines through day and night. From noon till dusk, the magic spins. From noon till dusk.
Donation for the development of Total TV. Everything depends on you, and we depend on you. We will return the favor with truthful information.
Hello everyone, this is Eva from Total TV, bringing you the ultimate guide to the most thrilling sports matches, high-stakes competitions, and powerful networking opportunities coming to Chicagoland, the United States, and the entire world over the next 6 months. From local Chicago teams chasing glory to global spectacles that unite billions, this period is packed with energy, passion, and game-changing connections. Whether you are a diehard fan, an aspiring athlete, a business leader in sports, or simply someone who loves the thrill of victory, these events are your chance to cheer, network, and be part of history. Let us start right here in Chicagoland. In April, the baseball season heats up with the Chicago Cubs hosting exciting matchups at historic Wrigley Field and the Chicago White Sox battling at Guaranteed Rate Field. Catch the Chicago Fire FC soccer clashes at Soldier Field, including key games against strong opponents like Atlanta United. Hockey fans can see the Chicago Blackhawks face rivals such as the San Jose Sharks at the United Center, while basketball lovers follow the Chicago Bulls in their push for playoff positioning. These home games are perfect for family fun, local pride, and casual networking with fellow fans and sponsors. For major networking in the sports business world, mark the 15th of April for the Exchange 2026 by the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce at iconic Soldier Field. Hundreds of professionals gather for speed networking, insightful conversations, and deal-making over lunch. Innovation seekers should not miss Future Festival Chicago on the same day, where trends in sports technology and fan engagement take center stage. Looking globally, the biggest highlight arrives in June and July with the FIFA World Cup 2026, co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. This expanded tournament with 48 teams brings world-class soccer matches to multiple American venues, an unforgettable experience for fans and a massive opportunity for sports business networking across North America. Other worldwide events include the French Open in late May and early June, Wimbledon at the end of June through mid-July, and the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in late July, featuring athletes from around the globe competing in multiple sports. Back home, Chicago continues to deliver throughout the summer with ongoing baseball rivalries, soccer action, and potential playoff runs for the Bulls or Blackhawks depending on their season performance. September brings more home games for the Cubs and White Sox, keeping the city buzzing with sports energy. Friends, these 6 months are more than just games and meetings. They are rocket fuel for passion, community, and opportunity. Cheer for your favorite Chicago teams, travel to witness history at the World Cup, and connect with industry leaders at networking events that can open doors to sponsorships, partnerships, and new careers in the sports world. Chicago is alive with excitement and the world is watching. Register for tickets, book your travel, and get ready to be inspired. Which event are you most excited about? A local Chicago matchup or the global FIFA World Cup? Drop your answer in the comments, share this with your friends and fellow fans, and stay tuned to Total TV for live coverage, exclusive interviews with athletes and executives, and all the highlights you cannot miss. This is Eva from Total TV, wishing you unforgettable moments of victory and connection. See you at the next big event.
The Day the Roses Caught Fire. Des Plaines, 1916 to 1966, an industrial fever dream. The first spark came in 1916, not from a match but from a greenhouse pane. The Poelman Brothers Rose Farm, 40 acres of glass along River Road, had just installed electric lights. On a